my beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. My name is JACQUE-BELLE. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, God, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below and also smash the notification bell. That way you will never miss another video from me again. So in today's video, I am going to be sharing and showing you guys how I do my everyday to-go makeup tutorial without any eyeshadow. So if you want to see how I achieve that look, stay tuned. So like I said in my intro, today I'm just gonna be doing my everyday to-go makeup. I don't just feel like using eyeshadow today, so let's move on. So first things first, I'm gonna be priming my face with my primer. I've used this a lot in my videos, so it's just a regular primer. I'm just gonna be priming my face. So that's that for the primer. I'm gonna be using my foundation stick for this video. Is Anastasia Beverlyhills foundation stick in the shade Walnut. So now I'm going in with my 16-hour Camo Concealer. From e.l.f. And this is, if you watch my previous video, this is one of the products I got from a drugstore. So it is called 16-hour Camo Concealer, I think, and I really like it. So I'm just going in with that to highlight my face. So I'm just gonna let that concealer dry up because I realized that each time you let your concealer dry before you blend them, it kind of reduces the amount of creases, especially underneath your eyes. So I'm gonna let this concealer dry up for a little bit before I blend it. And while that is drying, I'm just gonna go in with my my contour. I don't know if you guys can see, but that is what it looks like. So I'm just gonna go in with that contour to contour all over my face while my concealer is getting dry. The contour is kind of light, but I mean, we're gonna make do with it. This contour is kind of too light for my skin, so I'm gonna blend it with this other contour still from, it's still Anastasia Beverlyhills. It's still a foundation stick, guys, but it's a darker shade, so I'm gonna go ahead and blend this darker shade to this contour stick right here to just give it a little more color, because for one, I don't like when my contour is too light. I mean, if it's a bronze, I don't mind, but contouring, I like when my contour is really... So I'm gonna go ahead and blend this contour into my skin while my concealer is getting dry. And I'm using my small brush for my nose as always to blending my contour, because the beauty blender is kind of a little too big. And with my contour, I always bring it like towards my brow line. I think my concealer is good, so I'm gonna blend it using my beauty blender as always. I'm just focusing under my eyes. That's where the concealer goes. I'm just going with the beauty blender all around my smile line, because sometimes it tends to crease as well. So for my nose, I'm just gonna pinch the beauty blender like this. Just pinch it like that. And this step is a little optional, so I just like to go in with a little concealer that is lighter than the one I used. I'm just gonna use the bottom of this brush and then just highlight underneath, like around my tear ducts. This is completely optional, guys. I just like the way it adds a little color to my highlight. So I'm gonna let that dry as well, and then I'm gonna come back and blend it. So while that is getting dry, I'm gonna be using this bronzer from Covergirl. It says full spectrum Covergirl bronzer. And let me show you guys what it looks like. So I'm just gonna go in with that bronze all over my face, and then I'm gonna come back to blend the concealer. So I'm just so I'm gonna go in with my brush and then just my beauty blender, and then blending the I'm just giving my face, my under eyes, an extra highlight. This is completely optional, guys. You don't... So now I'm gonna go in with my loose powder to set my concealer in place. It just says Fenty Beauty. That's what I'm going with for my loose powder. And then in the shade Honey, I got this from Sephora. So I'm just gonna go in with that and then just set my concealer in place. So now I'm using my powder brush to sweep up the excess loose powder, just a little bit, not too much. And I'm gonna go in with my regular face powder. So I'm gonna use a small brush to like contour my nose. Just kind of like blending that contour. And the reason I always use a smaller brush is because, I mean, for me, your nose is small than the other part of your face, so, and you don't want to mess what you already created. So I just like to go in with a smaller brush. So today for my blush, I'm gonna be using this palette from Sephora. It has blush, bronzer, highlighter, one blush. So I'm gonna use this blush from this palette. I'm gonna be using this pink shade for my blush. So I hope you guys can see that. So I'm just going with it all over towards the apples of my cheek. So for my highlight today, I'm just gonna go in with this. It's still another palette. It has a bronzer, blush, and a highlighter. So I'm gonna be using this shade for my highlight today. And I'm gonna highlight my nose too with this small brush as well. And I'm gonna go with, this is optional too, but I just like to do it. I'm just gonna go with a little bit of loose powder and just coat my face. I don't do it all the time, but I just feel like doing it today. So it's not a whole lot, it's just a little bit. And then I'm gonna use my powder brush and then just diffuse it, like blend it. That's what I mean by diffusing. Just I'm gonna go ahead and set my face with my makeup finishing spray. That's what I'm using. So my face is dry, and like I already said, today I am not using any eyeshadow, guys. So I'm just gonna start, I'm just gonna go in with my eyeliner since I'm not using any eyeshadow today. And for my under eyes, I am going to go with this. It's still an eyeliner, but I'm just using that on my under eyes. So that's that for the eyes, and I am going to apply my lashes. So I went ahead and popped some lashes, and now I am going to highlight under my eyebrow. Just give it a little highlight. And so for my lips today, I'm just gonna go with this. It says high pigmented matte lipstick. I'm just going to go in with that, and I think I want to use this shade. I just want to use something light today, guys. So I'm just going to go in with that shade on my lip, and no lip liner today. And I'm using a brush. So guys, this is the final look of my everyday to go tutorial with no eyeshadows again. So if you like this video, do not forget to give your girls a big thumbs up and also subscribe to this channel and also hit the notification bell down below. That way you will never miss another video from me again. Thank you guys so much for stopping by and I will see you all in my next one. Bye bye.